thank you for joining me. Okay, so today's session we're going to really focus into ankle and hip mobility that hopefully will really help unlock your squat position. So, nice and simple to start. We're going to start with the feet hip distance apart. We're going to start standing. So, shoulders down and back. We're going to just start with the foot pedal. So, nice and easy. You're just going to bring your heel away from the floor, press into the ball of the foot, and then slowly back down, and then change over. So, pulling the heel away, and then back down. Good. So take your time with that, alternating. Try and really push into the ball of the foot as you do this. Good. One more on each side. Good. Last one. Okay, so from here we're going to start to take it over the top. So you're going to come to the ball of the foot, you're going to come up and over, and then think about pressing the toes slightly forwards and into the floor, and then bringing it back and changing over. So you come up and over, a little press over. So if I do this side on, you can see I'm just pressing lightly, not forcing anything, but just pressing over the top. So that should really get through the front of the ankle as you're doing this. Good. One more on each side. Good. Last one. And resting there. Okay, so we're going to start to go into a foot circle here. So your right foot is going to come out front, find your balance. You need to hold on to something to balance, that's fine. We're going to circle the ankle, so 5 circles one way, and then the other. And then changing over. Good. Okay, so same on the other side. Foot comes forwards, 5 circles one way, and then 5 the other. Cool. Okay, so from here you're going to cross your right ankle over, but you're going to bring the top of the foot to the floor. Now from here you're going to think about pushing your left knee into the right calf, and you're just going to take a little bend, so you're stretching through the front of the ankle. And release. Good. Change over, so crossing left foot over, toes come over the top, so you've got the toes, you're not curling them, you press them down, and then pushing that right knee into the left calf, little bend, but keep the toes on the floor. And slow to release there. Excellent. Okay, just give the legs a little shake off, and we're now going to take the feet out as wide as you can. So we're going to start to unlock the hips here, shoulders down. We're going to bring the arms forwards to start. Now from here you're going to bend through one leg into a lateral squat. Right knee is going to bend, push the bum back, and you're just going to sit as low as you feel you can. So just keeping that right heel on the floor and allow your bum to sink low. Coming back to the top and then changing over. So bend your left knee, push your bum back, sit as low as you feel you can, but don't let this foot come off the floor, so the heel has to stay down. And then back to the top. Try and keep your toes facing forwards if you can. So over to the right. This time you're going to bring your hands to your right foot and just try and press your hips a little bit lower. Good. And back to the top. Good. Changing over. So bending your left knee. Sit as low as you can, bring your hands to your left foot, push this left knee wide, hold it there. Good, and coming back to the top. Okay, so we're going to start to add a thoracic rotation into this. So you're going to bend your right knee, shoulders back, sit as low as you feel you can, bring your hands down. Left hand stays to your right foot, and your right arm is going to reach towards the ceiling. Bring the hand back and pushing back to the top. Good. Change over. So now bending your left knee, bring the hands to the foot. It's going to be right hand to the left foot, left arm up. Good. And back to the center. Excellent. Okay, so just walk your feet in slowly. And we're now going to start to come into a narrow squat position. So you want to bring your toes pointing forwards. Make sure they're in line with your hips, so we don't want to be too wide here, and we want to try and get that train track alignment. So you're going to push your bum back, and you're just going to sit as low as you feel you can without letting your heels come off the floor, and just allow your bum to sink down. Good, hold it there, shoulders back, chest high, and then pushing all the way to the top. Good, remember that slight knee drive out as you go again, so push the bum back. You want to sit here as low as you feel you can. Keep the heels on the floor, and all the way to the top. Good, let's take the feet a little bit wider now, so normal squat position. This time you're going to bring your elbows to the insides of your knees, and you're just going to let your bum sink low, so drive the knees out. From here, think about lifting your chest high. Just take a little move right to left. Just release off them knees, them ankles, and them hips. Good, so holding it back to the middle, heels on the floor, you're going to take your right hand to your right knee. Just gently guide that right knee wide. Coming back to the center, and then changing over. So left hand, drive that knee wide. Good, back to the center. From here, take the hands to the floor, and you're just gently going to bring your knees one at a time down to the ground. Excellent. Okay, so here we're still starting to open up through the hips and think about the inside thigh. We're going to come into a thread the needle like we did on the first session, but we're going to add a leg position. So right leg's going to come wide, so you want to have your toes pointing forwards. Make sure with this leg here, it isn't too far behind you, so you do want to have it out to the side. All fours position, and then from here, you're just going to lightly slide that foot out away from you, so you find that inside thigh stretch. Now from here, your right arm is going to come underneath as far as you can without letting this right knee bend. So you reach yourself underneath, try and bring the shoulder and the ear down like you did before, but keeping that leg straight. And then you're going to come all the way up, reach right arm high, and then go again. So sending the arm underneath, and all the way up. We're going to go 2 more on this side, threading through, and all the way up. Good, your last one, threading the arm through, and all the way to the top. Good, bring the hand back to the center. We're going to change the legs, so bring that right leg in, send your left leg wide. So again, slide it out away from you, hands to the floor. From here, it's going to be left arm. So this left leg needs to stay straight, the toes pointing forward. So my big and little toe is on the floor. Left arm comes under, big reach through the shoulder, and then all the way up to the ceiling. And then to go again. So keep that left leg straight, thread the left arm through, ear and shoulder towards the ground, and all the way up. Good, let's do 2 more. Threading through, and all the way up. Good, your last one, threading through, and all the way to the top. Good, slow to release out there, and just bringing yourself back to the middle. Okay guys, so from here we're going to come into your frog stretch. So the idea behind your frog stretch is you want to let your knees go out as wide as you can, and let the toes follow. So from this position here, take the knees out, turn the toes wide, and just allow your hips to start to sink. You want to bring your elbows to the floor, and you just gently want to push yourself back. So what I don't want to see in this position here is your body weight into your arms, okay? Try and let your knees slide out and push your hips back towards your heels, but make sure your toes are wide. And you're just holding that position. If you feel comfortable in this position, not a very comfortable position for anybody, but if you are, you want to try and bring your forehead towards the floor. But what I don't want you to do here is bring your body weight out of it. Push your hips back towards your heels and just holding it here. Good, so breathing into that stretch, holding it. Just try and relax as much as you can. Okay, very, very slow to come out. So this one, do what you can to get out of it. It's not very easy position to get out of. And just bringing the knees in when you're ready. Excellent. Okay, so giving the hips a rest for a second, we're going to come back into a little bit of an ankle stretch here. So we're going to start by bringing your right foot out front. Okay, now from here, you want to try and get your toes in line with your left knee. So the idea is you draw the foot back, but in this position here, if your heel pops off the ground, it's not really going to do anything. So what you need to do is take the foot further forward. So the heel must be driving to the floor. So bring the foot as far back as you can with the heel flat. Driving through the heel, you're just gently going to rock your body weight forwards and lean into that front foot. But make sure you push your heel down. And you should feel that into the lower calf, really stretching. And just breathing and holding that stretch. For 3, 2, 1, and slow to release out. Good, go again. So rocking forwards, press the weight forwards, drive the heel down, hold in there. 3, 2, 1, and slow to release. Good. Let's switch the legs. So bringing that leg back. Left leg comes forward, same on this side, so draw the heel back as far as you can, but you must keep that heel on the floor. So like I said, if your heel's off the ground, bring the foot forward, so that's absolutely fine. You can still do this with the leg out front. So drawing the heel down, you're going to rock your body weight forwards, push into the heel, hold it there. Hold in 3, 2, 1, and slow to rock back. Good, and then going again, so drive the weight forwards, push the heel into the floor, holding that stretch down the lower calf. Hold it there for 3, 2, 1, and slow to release there. Excellent. Okay, so final stretch for the ankles here. We're going to bring both feet underneath the bottom. Now, if you struggle with your knees in this position, just be careful with this. If it's painful through your knees, just leave this one. Don't do this one at all. Okay, so for those that can kneel in this position quite comfortably, you're going to try and bring your hands behind your back. So we're now going back to the fronts of the ankles. So we're going to try and lift the knees away, pushing the toes into the floor and just rocking back. So you come as far back as you can, and then you slow to release. And then you go again. So like I said, don't force anything, just allow a gentle stretch and then release. 2 more like that. So rocking back, try and lift your knees and release. Good. Last one, rocking back and slow to release there. Excellent. Okay, so here we're just going to finish back into that shell stretch. Give yourself a second to release and just breathe in your own time. So reaching your arms forward, bringing your head down towards the ground and just relaxing here. Good. So spend as long as you need to in this recovery position, guys. Take a nice, easy recovery and you're finished there. Well done, guys. I shall see you for your next session.